All right, I'm live again real fast. My opinions, I think the case is corrupt. You know why? Because I think Gabby's parents uh, at one time were police officers. And this is all starting to come together. And I know a lot of people are saying, what does that have to do with anything? Oh, it's got a lot to do with things. Uh, you know, these people could be the cause of this problem. Especially, they're both bald. They're both big guys. Gabby's parents uh, were divorced, supposedly. The father married someone else and the mother married somebody else. And what do I think? I don't know. It could have been a war. I don't know. Something ain't right. When you look at the parents, something just ain't don't seem right. Something ain't right. That's my opinion. Why are all these people jumping on the case and everything? Well, it could have had something to do with somebody pissed somebody off, police informants, uh, police, whatever it may be, ex police. You know, see, people might not have knew that. They might not have knew that Gabby's family was police, but then they found out ex police or whatever had connections or whatever. I think what they were doing was some kind of a sting, and it went bad, and people died. Um, you know, had nothing to do with me. Sorry, I can't help these people. I'd love to. I was, but I'm getting too much heat spiritually and physically, and threats being made, and all kinds of stuff. And so I'm gonna chill out with the case stuff. But my opinion, something ain't right. Something ain't right with this whole case. The whole case stinks. And usually, when the government or the police department or something like this happens, they come to the rescue. You only get the media that they want you to get, and then it's covered up because maybe one of their boys was in on it. I don't know. Could have been. Could have been a disgruntled cop trying to prove a point or something, or play with maybe an ex cop that was fired or something like that, or I don't know. But the whole thing stinks. The whole case is just not right. Too much time went by. I think they figured out she's missing, and I think the FBI has figured out that something else. They're not telling us something. Now the family of Gabby Petito is telling Brian's laundry family that they are not going to help them find Gabby or find Brian because their family did not help find Gabby. So now you gotta they're you know if something might have been up between the two families, Gabby's and Brian's family, and it went bad, and maybe Brian's family caught him. Who knows? Doing something, and this all happened, and Gabby died because maybe Brian's family and her attorneys that worked for him, that she worked for, DAs had something on Gabby's family. I don't know. It's a murder mystery. Could I do a movie on this and it'd be a box office hit? Sure. But I don't want to make money like that on a young girl dead and parents that could have been in battle with each other before Gabby even came up missing. I don't know. But anyways, that's my opinion on it. I'm done. I'll be right back with Johnny's Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors. That's just my opinion on the case. I look at that family and the Petito family and everything. I look at it and just one of them just seems like something is off. Something ain't right. I don't know. I mean, one of Gabby's family, you put a small beard on him and a hairline, he looks like Brian. You know, it could have all been staged. It all could have been planned out. Who knows? We don't know. If you ask me, this has remnants of a terrorist group. Too much money, too many people going places. What kind of vehicle did Brian's parents own before? They just got that new red Dodge. Okay, they just got it. The photos I seen that they're showing of a red vehicle at the campground where dog is, that looks like a dually extended cab red. Now, did they have a red vehicle and they traded it in or sold it and got a new vehicle, that red or burgundy burnt copper or whatever it is, burgundy Ram truck? I don't know. They need to release that kind of information. You know, it's a mind game with this social media. And even Biden said, we got a problem. No, we do, Mr. Biden. Even Mr. Trump said, we got a problem. We do. These people are pulling the wools over our eyes. They're not releasing information that they should have released. Hey, Brian's family had a truck. This is the truck they had. But recently they bought, a month ago or 2 months ago, they bought a new truck. So, but they didn't release that information. Why? Because they only want you to know what they want you to know so they can be the heroes. You understand? I don't think you people do, really. I really don't think you people do. But here's the thing, that information wasn't released. Everyone's been looking for a Dodge Ram, burnt color, you know, burgundy or whatever. And here all along, they knew that, well, that's been a recent vehicle. How long did they own that vehicle, that truck? How long did they get it? But yet all this information came out and, well, we're looking for this. They put see, now here's the thing. If they were looking for another vehicle other than the vehicle that's been parked in the parking or in the driveway, the truck, even the next door neighbor said, well, they put their camper on that truck and took off and went camping. So now everyone's looking for a Dodge. The photos I seen looked like they were of a dually, and it looked like it was a Ford extended cab, red. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't have all the proof. I don't have all the DNA and the autopsy and everything. We got to wait for the federal government to come out with an autopsy and say, this is what we know. Everything you heard on YouTube and social media was a lie created by the killers to cover up what really was going on. And Gabby has been dead for this long, not 2 weeks, not, you know, and these people created this. That's what we're waiting for the government to do. Now, is it possible that's what they do? They come out and say, you know, that we can't believe these people have done this and manipulated us. And well, that's what terrorists do. That's what gangs do. That's what cartels do, mafias. They're not going to come right out and say, here we are, we did it. You know, you know, what's a key thing? Well, the parents did not report their daughter missing until September 11th. September 11th. Does that ring a bell to you people at all? I can't work on these cases no more. They're just, yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for my 4 o'clock shot, and then they're going to transport me to another part of the world. That's how I live my life. We need you over here. They come in, Johnny, how you doing? Little injection. Next thing you know, they're flying me out of here. So, yeah, good luck with all this stuff. What do I think? I think it was all created, and they got busted, and the people got hot on them, and now they're coming up with all this crap. And you got everybody under the woodwork now trying to come and look for this case when a month ago, none of them even knew what it was if it wasn't for certain social media people and YouTubers. Now everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. Why? Well, probably because the authorities are hot on them. And now they want to look like it's that they're the ones out there. And no, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Just like the 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 guy's story that was on my channel that I interviewed. That's a suspect from what the authorities are saying in cases. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I have no idea if they're terrorists or not, but this whole thing is starting to be kind of fishy. Okay. Especially when someone calls in a report on the September 11th. That right there was a key thing to me when I heard that. People, well, when was she reported? Well, the parents reported her missing on September 11th. Oh, okay. Now we're doing this conspiracy thing, and people are trying to, you know, do I think they look like Brian looks like a terrorist? Well, I don't know. He looks like a terrorist to me, but this whole thing is terrorist activity to me. Just like now the gangs, the clubs, the bikers, everything have been labeled. They're homeland terrorists, homegrown terrorist organizations. That's not me saying it. That's the Federal Bureau of Investigations and the CIA and Homeland Security. That's who's saying that, not me. You know, that's them saying that. It could be, and I think it's right. I think they're right, the whole thing. But it's too fishy. It's just too messed up, and then everyone's asking, well, when did they report her? Well, wouldn't it happen that it comes out on social media September 11th? What happened on September 11th, 2017 or 2011? What happened? Well, the two towers came down September 11th, 2011. Yeah, and then I heard that video, and that was a key thing. Like, okay, I see where this is going. Is it possible they're terrorists and being fed by terrorists with money and all kinds of? Sure. If anybody's got money, it's these foreign countries, terrorism groups. They got money. How do they get it? Drugs, stealing, terrorizing people. Other countries paying to attack America or any other country that they want. That's just my opinion. Any other opinions out there? Anyone in the press? No. No. September 11th, 2011, I believe, is when the towers came down. Uh, Anyone else got any questions out there? Anybody, social media, anybody? Anybody out there got any other questions or anything? Are hot phones real? Yes. Okay, they're throwaway phones. They're programmed to have filters in them, to have voice filters. They can make it sound like Donald Duck called in. So Yeah, it's horrible. But why September 11th did they report it? Well, it all makes sense. September 11th, that's when the towers came down. You know, who did that? Terrorists, which there are some professionals that say it was our own government that let them do it to cover up what was going on. So, this can go into a conspiracy thing. It can go into whatever it is. All I'm saying is I believe there's a connection there. Why did they wait till September 11th when she was missing in August or July or August 29th or 28th? They knew something was wrong. They couldn't get a hold of her, but they waited all the way till September 11th, which is the day that the towers came down. And it's just, I'm done with it. Sure, they want me to do a lot of things, but I'm tired of being what they want me to be. I'm going to be what I want to be, and what I want to be is peaceful, and I'm done with these cases. I'm going back to comedy and music. And it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, you know. It's just ridiculous. So, what do we got going? Well, we got trolls. This is exactly what the federal government said is we got to be careful because these people they're YouTubers and they're sending their trolls or whatever to monkey with us. They're doing they're in a dark room with their Ouija boards and their cards and their candles lit and pentagons and they're worshiping the devils. They're calling their gang buddies and their prostitution rings and all their stuff and just going crazy, you know, trying to kill us. You know, I don't know. Whatever it was. What day did it happen? September 11th, the same day that the buildings were took down. So, what's going on? And another thing too, these people keep thinking that these families ain't going to be charged. If this investigation, if the federal government does their job right and the police and they find out other things that there ain't going to be no protection for these family members that are saying, well, we there's a law in Florida where you can't do this, you can't do that, and yada 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 yada. Well, that's wrong. That's the state's law. That ain't federal government law. If the federal government says we're coming into Florida and we're going to get them people, either you turn them over to us or we're going to tear Florida apart looking for them, they will. They will. There's a difference between state and federal. Okay. If they find these parents guilty of anything, they will be charged. I hate to say it, no matter if they're police, if they're ex FBI, government, whatever, they will be charged with federal crimes. Okay. That's it. There's nothing else to say. They could get dog. They can get all kinds of people. It ain't going to save them. The prisons are not going to save them. There ain't nobody going to save them because it's federal. It ain't state. They can't hide. If the federal government's got evidence that these people are guilty of a crime and the state don't want to turn them over or prosecute them, you're going to have mobs of people out and they'll get justice. They're called vigilantes, the old timers call them. Some of them now, they're called missionaries. They come in and they make sure justice is served. And there really ain't nothing anyone could do about it. There ain't nothing. Guys, don't even worry about deleting any of these people off of my chat. Let them voice their opinions. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But here's the thing. The case got way too crazy deliberately. deliberately was way out of hand. And my opinion is, does Brian Laundrie look like a terrorist? Well, yeah. To me, yeah. And you're going to find that these crimes that are being committed against our children, our families, like I said, they think I don't know what I'm talking about. But see, I had a family member's death on the internet, and it was on the news on the internet. So I know what I'm talking about. And these people are upset and scared because they know I know what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, dog cannot save any of these people. He can give them a second chance. He could say we forgive him and ask God forgiveness, but at the end of all that, what does the dog say? Well, you got to do your time now for that crime. You know, yeah. He can't save Brian. Federal government comes in and it's all over with. If the federal government has proof that Brian Laundrie and Gabby Wells or Gabby Petito was involved in other activities that were criminal, uh, it's all over with, boys. There ain't no Florida going to save them. There ain't no dog bounty hunter going to be able to save them. There ain't nobody going to be, there ain't no prisons going to be able to save them, or any gangs, mafias, clubs. Federal government comes in with the CIA and the military. I can't help you, boys. I can't help you. I can't. I can't help. I can't. Yeah. If he looked like a terrorist, then I bet getting off a bus is scary as hell for you. I don't know. I don't take a bus. I got vehicles. I got vehicles. You know, I wouldn't worry about it, boys. Everything is being documented and tracked. Even my YouTube and Facebook accounts. We're hot on your asses. Run. I'm going to play some Pink Floyd for you people. Run, 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 run. Yeah, I think they're all that. I was watching Uncle Ted last night, and he was saying these people are terrorists, nuts, terrorists, treasonous. They are, and it's time for us to get it done. And what gets me is these people think they're going to win this war in my country with the new technology that we got and the jets and the and all the stuff we got on back burners waiting to use. These people have no chance against the United States military, the government, the Federal Bureau of Investigations, and CIA. They ain't got a chance. It's going to be a slaughter if they push the federal government into a war. I can guarantee you there'll be other countries coming into this country and they will get the job done. And if these people actually think that they are going to win against the United States military and the capabilities that we have that these people that were in the military didn't even know we had, they're dumber than what they're thinking. And I agree with Uncle Ted. These people are idiots. Don't they know what capabilities? They have no idea. But it's just ridiculous. I don't ride buses, so are they talking to me or talking about Brian? I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't get on a bus. No, I wouldn't get. Why would you? Everywhere he goes is filmed. I told him track everything. We got him with a credit card. I don't care if you got him with a credit card. What vehicle did he get into? How did that van get all the way to Florida without being tracked or seen on an interstate or at a toll road or even a restaurant on the side of the road, a fast food place? How did that van get all the way from Wyoming to Florida without nobody seeing him in a van? Going up to uh, a place to get gas or whatever, it should have cameras. It should be able to place them in that van. If he ain't in that van, well, somehow that van got all the way from there to there. Is it possible they trailered that van all the way home in a trailer in a different pickup truck? Oh yeah, if he had friends. If this was all staged, sure. So is it a cover up? It could be a cover up. Who knows? I don't know. You see that jet up there flying across my screen? Well, 20 years ago, people were going crazy. They're spraying. No, idiots. I'm pretty good at aviation. That's water vapor coming off of the wings. Okay. The cold air hits it, it goes underneath it, condenses it, turns it into a mist. That's what it is. And now you see how it just disappeared right away. That's because the heat from the sun heated up the mist that was caused from the wind between the wings. Okay. No, they're not spraying nothing. It's a commercial jet. You're telling me now they got commercial jets up there flying around with a whole bunch of people on it spraying stuff? You'll know when they're spraying stuff. Okay. You'll actually see it. It will fall to the ground. It won't dissipate. They have abilities to spray. Oh, sure they do. I'm going to be the first one to tell you. Yes, they do. But that's a commercial jet. For one, it's too high up to have any effect if they were spraying. You'll know when they're spraying. It'll be low level sprays. Why? Because they don't want it to dissipate in the air and atmosphere or get carried away in the jet stream. So you'll know when they're spraying. It'll be low level spraying, and that'll be because we want the stuff to hit the ground without dissipating or anything. These people, I want them to go ahead and get in a war with the U.S. military. I want to use some of the shit that these people don't even know about that were in the military. I'm hoping it goes that far. Are you kidding me? I had 2 families that served in this country that died. I've had numerous that covered all 4 bases: Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines, and military police. Okay. I'm hoping that these people want a war with the United States government. And I can only say I'll be right there with them. I'll be right there with them. I had 2 people that recently passed away that I couldn't go to their funerals because we were on lockdown for COVID. All right. And I'm hoping, I'm just hoping these people think we're going to have a civil war. You idiots don't know what you are going to realize when you get into a war with the federal government, the National Guard, and the U.S. military. You people will wish you never even brought up a war. I can guarantee you that much. I can guarantee you that much. Your 50 cals and your M1 rifles and that's baby shit compared of the stuff you are going to see if it happens in this country. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay? These people are stupid for even thinking about raising a firearm to the United States military. Nuts. Crazy. Crazy. A green light will come down from the sky and zoom, gone. The whole city. I can't see what their name is. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. You're hoping the military is used against American citizens? Well, hashtag, 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 hashtag. If American citizens are killing our children and kidnapping our women and selling them to cartels and gangs, and they cause a war in America, yes, I hope the American government does do what they were trained to do. You hear this? You hear this? You can just shut your big shut. You hear that? These are people calling me on the phone all the time, threatening me and stuff like that. I got people making videos out there that they're going to chop me up in little pieces. When they're done, they'll never find me. You know. So yeah, we'd have to go military. The only way. These people are proven fact that there's evidence that these uh, groups in America are making biological chemicals, ricin, anthrax, themselves. They're terrorists. They've been labeled by the government as terrorists, and everyone's saying, "Oh, well, they're white. They can't be terrorists, or they're black. That's matter. They can't. They're not terrorists. They're terrorists." If you ask the FBI, any organization that is making anthrax and ricin is a terrorist organization. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Report it to the police. Well, I might. No, I might do that. Larry, I might. It's been going on for a while. I get phone calls where they say they're the government. You know, can we talk to you? Sure, come on over. What's your address? What's my address? You're the government. What do you mean? You ain't the government if you don't know where I live. You're not the government. Yeah. That's all I'm going to do, Tristan. I'm just doing the best I can. I was asked by someone to look at a couple cases. I gave my opinion on the cases. And when I gave my opinion on them cases, I started getting attacked. And then I started getting attacked by YouTubers. And then I started getting attacked, you know. And then people were calling the police. And then the police came over here. You know, you got A10 warthogs in here or something, a jet or something, or a hell. No, why? People been calling saying you got all kinds of stuff in your. No, come on in and check it out. I'll help you tear this place apart. By the time he left, the cop had a smile on his face. He's looking at my guitars and, he's seen my prop gun. I got a prop gun. Why? Well, because I know what movies are about, and you never use a real weapon, but they don't listen to me. Never use a real weapon in a movie. Okay? Use a prop gun. All right? Don't use real weapons in a movie. Why? Well, because there's a chance that the blanks that you are putting in that gun ain't blanks. You got to explain everything to these people. I got a prop gun. Okay? The cop seen it. The first thing he said was, "Is that real, Johnny?" I said, "No, it's not real. It's a prop gun. I wouldn't leave my real weapons laying out. You know, there's a law here where I live. You got to abide by them laws. I wouldn't have my gun laying out like that. You know, there's no way." You know, he even asked, "Can I touch it?" Sure, go on. Grab it. It's fake. He picked it up, said, "It's a prop gun." Yeah, it's a prop gun. I've been telling these idiots on YouTube. I've been telling everybody, you know, by the time he left here, he was smiling. I'm doing the YouTube. I was actually getting ready to go live on YouTube when they showed up here. Yeah. I told him, go ahead. Can I look in you got a tank or something, a Apache in here or something? No. UFO or no. Chemicals? No. You people were led on a juice of false calling, you know. I even told him I got 2 crossbows. Hunting season's coming up. He asked, can I see them? Sure, go on. Brought them into my bedroom. Show here you go. Here they are. 2 crossbows. Man, there's no law against that, Johnny. That's what he told me. There's no law against that. You know, I said I got some samurai swords. They're old from Okinawa or whatever on my dresser. Feel free to look at them. Take them if you want. I'm innocent. Don't know. I'm not a killer. By the time he left, he had a smile on his face. I was going to shake his hand, but he said COVID and everything. Let's do a fist bump. Yeah, all right. No, no, no. These people can be charged for calling in fake reports, you know. Can I play something on my guitar? Yeah, here's one that goes out to you guys. All you terrorists. All you people doing bad things you shouldn't be doing in our country. Yeah, come on, get now, baby, like a dog in me. You can tell by the glamour now, baby, gonna tear up the street. My love is forever so no, I'm here to stay. I got this one in the string. You better listen what I say. You wanna get high, sometimes you gotta stay low. Some people think I'm gonna die someday. Got news, I'm never gonna go. That good enough for you guys? Is that good enough for you guys? People, he don't know how to play guitar. He ain't who he says he is. Oh, I'm everything but a bang, baby. Was that good enough for you guys? Could you guys hear that? That was on acoustic. Forgive me, Uncle Ted. I know I should have had a Birdland plugged into a 50,000 volt Marshall, but I got to do with what I got. So there you go. I'm not the only one that has family members that have died on YouTube and in the news. I'm not the only one that is fed up with this country's wanting a war. And then people say, are you saying you hope the military fights the citizens? Well, if you're out killing our children, molesting them, selling them to terrorist groups or cartels or gangs killing people or all this stuff, mobs. You aren't a citizen. You are a terrorist. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I can say. I can tell you this much. Us American citizens that are law abiding have invested way too much money into this country for just to let it go down the tubes without nothing. Hey, Johnny, what's the freakiest woman you've ever been with? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. But, anyways, and I'll tell you another thing if I have anything to say with it, all this Ouija board stuff, all this talking to the spirits that these people do, all the Satan worship and the magic, all the bull crap, the alchemy, all of it is going bye-bye. You know, I'm going back to the days where I used to, young teen, be able to go to a drive-in and hang out with your friends without being in fights, or women being raped or anything. We didn't have these problems in the 80s. We didn't have these problems in the 80s. We didn't. You'd be able to go to a drive-in and not worried about being in a fight with someone or killed or shot or whatever. Gangs didn't go to drive-ins back then. I don't know. My apologies though if I upset anybody. If I was upset, that's what I hope. Why? Because these people are taunting us. They're taunting us. You can't use the United States government military on their own people. Well, they're not our people if they're raping and killing and deceiving America and killing us. They're not our people. Hashtag, 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 hashtag. Who's Zog? What Zog? I have no idea who Zog is. What is it? I don't know. Explain yourself if you could. Hey, Sonic. The towers fell on September 11th. Okay. I don't care if it was 2011, 2001, 2002, 4, 5, 6, 8. My point is there's a connection there. September 11th. That's the connection. Zog, I don't know. I don't get into witchery, sorcery, demon stuff. I don't get into the magic stuff, this conspiracy stuff, this skull and bones, this Illuminati and all this stuff. I don't get into it. These are the people they're hunting down. I don't know. I don't care. But anyways, I don't get into all that crap. This mysterious Illuminati, all this stuff. I have no idea about it. All I know is I want to get rid of it out of my country. That's what I know. Okay, that's what I know. I can't tell you anything other than that. There's certain organizations I'll work with. See, there's certain organizations I'll work with. I'll work with the Italians. Why? Because they have rules. You understand? They have rules and morals. You don't do certain things. Okay. I can't work with some crazy gang that's out there that'll kill anybody or do anything, or any organization that's making ricin and anthrax, in our country. You can't work with them. Are terrorist groups. Well, they're white people. They're terrorists. What do you want me to say? They're making anthrax and ricin. They're trying to buy it from other countries. They're not our people. They're terrorists. Does anyone know anything about that? Anybody? Anybody out there? Is it safe to? How old are you, Sequence or Sonic? How old are you? I think you're. How old are you? It's okay to have intercourse with a woman if you know that woman and you're of age. If you know that woman and she hasn't been around the block 700 times, then it's okay if you're in love with that woman to be with that woman and not have safe sex if you have the history of that woman. But these days, you might want to have safe sex. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, well, the new word out on the street is the government was actually affiliated with all kinds of secret skull bones and all kinds of witchery, so a Crowley and all this stuff and everything. You know, it's no wonder. It's no wonder we got these problems in our country. Yeah, it's okay to have children with other races, but be safe and do the background check. If it's a woman that you know is out there and constantly, you know, you might want to wear protection, Sonic. You know, for all I know, Brian is on my channel right now. So there you go. That's my theory of hot phones. Are they real? Yes. Are there fake apps that you can buy to make it look like you're someone else? Yes. Is there real fake accounts? Yes. Is it all true what the government is saying about all these people? Yes. Is it true that these people are trying to create a war within our country and they think that our military will not be used to make sure that this country will not be taken over by any terrorists, by any sick magic cults or anything? Yes, the government will come in and they will do a job and they'll do that job very well. And you will see things that you've never seen before that has been put on the back burner. And it will shock and awe everybody and it will shake the earth. And that's my opinion. I don't think the people, the law abiding citizens, are going to stand for these people trying to suck us into a war. And they think we won't use our own government to make sure this country ain't sacked. And they're wrong. They're sadly wrong. And it has nothing, you can't use our military against our, watch. I don't know what country you guys are from, but we got too much invested in this country to let it go down the tubes to some terrorist gang, cartel, magic, whatever, devil worshippers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just don't work that way. That's what our National Guard is for. And you will see the National Guard being activated in similar things because, and we will supply the National Guards with the top of our top you know, weapons. I don't know what to tell these people. And you're going to see these people create a war. You're going to see these people out there, and they're going to be out there protesting. And we're this, we're this organization, we're this, we're that, we're this. And then once this war takes off, and they see we ain't playing games, what the hell was that beam of light that just came down from the sky, and there ain't no city no more? Then they're going to say, "Holy crap!" And they're going to sing a different tune. And then they'll be, crap, maybe we should just go home. Yeah, I think you guys should lay down your weapons and just walk away, because some of the stuff that I've seen, the capabilities, these people ain't got a chance. It ain't nothing about nothing, but these people are trying to suck people into a war in our country, and we're not falling for it. We ain't going to waste our military guys' lives. The capabilities now today, we don't have to. Drones, all kinds of stuff, unmanned vehicles, and it'll be all over with. They can use their magic, they could do whatever, but it ain't going to save them. I can tell you that. War don't save anything, but I can guarantee you that the United States government and the law-abiding citizens in this country are not going to let this country go to some terrorist, uh, gangbangers, cartels. The government is starting to get serious, and they are starting to say, hey, when Congress and Senate get on there on TV and say we'd be better off burning this whole thing to the ground and starting over. That was a key thing to me that says they will do what they got to do to protect this country and the law abiding citizens in it. And that's it. And it's getting to that point, and I wish these people knew what they were going up against. And even guys in the military that are out of the military now don't even know half of the stuff that the government has been putting back and waiting to use. They don't know. There's branches in this government that you people don't even know about, with very smart people with very, very good intelligence and morals. You understand? Morals. You don't kidnap kids and use them as hostages. You don't sell them to cartels. You don't terrorize our women and kill them and rape them in my country. So that's just my opinion. And this is my country. It's your country. It's everybody's country. What it ain't, it's not some terrorist countries. And the more we keep our borders open, the more that the United States now, you're going to see these other countries, Afghanistan, all of them, they're going to be fine now. And now what's going to happen? Well, I can tell you what's going to happen. America is turning into a terrorist cell. Homegrown terrorist. And even the FBI, CIA, and Homeland Security said these people once was our military, but now, well, they're terrorists. Terrorists. So I'm done. I'll be back later. I'm going to do a Johnny Kramer's Great Outdoors. If I offended anybody, if I offended anyone on my chat, let them chat. Let them voice their opinions. Let them voice their opinions. Ashley, Larry. I mean, are they trolls? Let them go on there. Let them have their fun for an hour. My next video, if my security team wants to go ninja on them, go ahead. But for now, let them talk their stuff, their ideas or whatever. War don't fix nothing. And let me tell you something. War, what's it good for? Nothing. Unless we got to protect our children and citizens in our own country. Then we have no choice. I'm going to get off here anyways, Ashley, and start a new video. That's just my opinions. Everybody's got opinions. Am I an idiot for saying it? To some people, yes. That's just my opinion of what's going to happen. There's too many people that invested too much money and too much time and our families' lives into this country, supporting it with war, with all of it, you know. And I don't think these law abiding citizens that are home every day making an honest living are our problem. They come here to this country legally, and they're not out tearing down people's yards. They're not out tearing down people's buildings and burning them down in the streets. There's a way to protest, and it says that right in the law. Protest peacefully, okay? Voice your opinion over social media, whatever. But for us people sitting in our apartments and we're law abiding citizens and we're not out terrorizing the street and kidnapping and raping and beating on women or whatever, selling drugs, guns, women, kids, I don't think them people are our people. I don't know where that line got mixed up, but it got mixed up. Them are not our people. Them are terrorists, rapists, killers, clubs, gangs, organizations. That people are saying KKK and all this and the Nazi. Them are not our people. If them are your people, I don't know. They might be looking for you people. I'll be back.